Good morning, students. We'll continue with our lecture. So, last lecture we had completed with market forces influences by IWay. Today we'll be going with network access equipment. So, to build a network, you will need a range of equipment including the following. So, yes, obviously, to have a network, you require n number of equipments who will work together for functioning, and for that IT network connects all your devices. So related to your information technology, it will connect all the devices all together to give you a performance result. And for that, first one is cables and connectors. So these link together the computers, printers, servers and other equipments on your network. So cables and connectors connect your computers, printers and servers all together so that they can provide you a proper network. A router, this manages network traffic. Now this manages network traffic means here network traffic can be properly managed with the help of a router. You get a satellite network with the help of a router, ensuring devices can communicate with each other via both wired and wireless connections and provides an internet connectivity. So a router can be a wireless connection or a non-wireless connection, but still it is giving you a function or connection internet connectivity. Then a wireless access point, this is optional now, again a wireless access point, because this will extend your wireless network if the router is incapable of offering coverage in certain parts of the building. So if in certain specific areas, if your router is not giving a proper range or a network, that time we can go for a wireless access point. Then an internet connection, so if you have an internet connection, then only you can access the network, and for that this could be a faster fiber connection. So you require a fiber connection, fiber cable connection, or dedicated leased line, that is cable lining connected to your landlines or your mobile phones, so that you get the same network which you get for your mobile networks. A hardware firewall. Now firewall, why do you require? For security purposes. So this creates a secure barrier between your network and the internet. So if you are using internet, if you are using something which is malicious, which is not secure, that time a firewall will help you to stand between your network and your internet, so that blocking security threats. So whatever the threats will be, it will secure you before it turns on to the internet, in between your firewall and your internet. Networks sometimes include an on-site network server which can run central applications, acts as an email server and provides file storage. So network can be termed as on-site network server is also there. They have their own servers which can act as their genuine servers, and that time they provide their own file storage as well. Then the next is network hardware building blocks. Network hardware building blocks is, some businesses still build their network with cables because they are very reliable and fast. So some buildings or some businesses, why do they have their own network? So that they can rely on that network, that is they are dependent, and as well as they have a safe network and which can do their task faster. The most common type is Ethernet cable, which is rated for speed. Ethernet is giving you a faster speed over your internet service, and which can be easily used by business and organizations for their faster completion of work. Then the next is the router, a vital network component. The router, why it is a vital network component? The router acts as a signpost indicating where data on your network should go and enable devices to communicate with one another. Nowadays you have Wi-Fi system, and which is because of your router networks only. So what does it do? It connects you with the helps you communicate with each other, as well as it enables devices to get connected to it also. So n number of devices are connected, and it's a signpost means you do not have to directly get connected, you have some certain authentication or security when you log into a proper router network. Router also connect directly to the internet and share the connection via cable or Wi-Fi. Yes, obviously when you get a router, it can be from a cable connection. That cable you can connect to another internet service, that is a laptop, a computer, a TV, anything. If not, you can connect it through a Wi-Fi device, that is a wireless device also. Next is going wireless. Nowadays we all are performing these functions, that is Wi-Fi capabilities, enabling people to connect laptops, smartphones, tablets and other devices through network wirelessly. So with network nowadays we are connected through just satellite. You do not require a cable wire. You can connect it through a laptop, you connect to a tablet, smartphone, you connect to smart watches nowadays with Wi-Fi, Bluetooth. So this all is possible because of going wireless. As well as Wi-Fi is ideal for providing network access to staff with mobile devices. So Wi-Fi is very easy to use, just with one login or with one password you can just log in into a network. Then it is also used for offering internet access to visitors. Third party intrude persons can also get that passcodes and complete their work through Wi-Fi networks. So guest mode is also there, in which their authentication is done and they are directly connected to the Wi-Fi. They do not require a passcode as well. Network equipment speeds, now they require certain speeds to complete. So there is, most network equipment complies with common standard, so you can combine routers, cables and firewalls from different manufacturers. So n number of configurations can be done to connect to a network equipment speed. And for that, however, the speed of your network might be governed by the slowest element. For example, if all your cables and computers are rated at to Cat 6, make sure your router is rated to Cat 6. So configuration somewhere makes a deal. Yes, you connect to n number of devices and those devices should be compatible enough. Compatible means should be capable enough so that they run one in one hand to make one task possible. So by this we complete our chapter 3. We'll be continuing our chapter 4 with this. So thank you.